been hanging out with me for a while, you know that my oldest daughter really struggles with maintaining her spaces. She's 7 and has ADHD, and she is the definition of a little tornado. One of the hardest things that she deals with is keeping up her space in her room and at her desk. And she has realized, and she has told me, that she does not want this much stuff in her room because she knows she can't handle it. So I am going to go through today and take out stuff that I know she doesn't need or she doesn't play with or doesn't use, because she is also one that likes to save everything. She'll be like, no, I want to keep, a scrap piece of paper. But if I take it out while she's not here, she doesn't remember. She's not going to be looking for it. She's not going to ask for it, especially if it's things that I know she just doesn't love, okay? So if we haven't met before, I'm Sue with The Livable Life. Welcome. Today I figured it'd be a good opportunity to talk about, what do kids really need? How much do they need? And how do you kind of determine that? Because over about the past 6 months to a year, I've really been working on, what do my kids need? Because they have been so overwhelmed. Like you can see, my daughter is overwhelmed. Even though we have gone through multiple times and gotten rid of stuff, it's still not enough. So I need to go through again. And I'm hoping I can share some tips with you of what I've been learning. Because even though it looks chaotic now, literally it's mostly like blankets that are making it look this chaotic. And I just want to inspire you and let you know that if your home looks like this too, you're not alone. It can be so stressful, but we can get this done and we can make our homes and our lives more livable. Okay, sound good? Of course, now that I'm finally able to do this voiceover, I have a cold and have pretty much lost my voice. And so it's a little shaky. I'm trying my best to make this sound okay and for you to be able to understand me. So just bear with me and hopefully I can get you some good ideas here. So my youngest daughter has her stuff over here, but literally she sits here and plays with it. So all the rest of this, except for like the one piece that kind of got pushed over here, all the rest of this is my oldest daughter's. This is my youngest daughter's. She is okay with keeping her stuff contained over here. My oldest daughter, not so much. Have you ever watched kids enter a new play space, like a children's museum, a toy store, a friend's house, and they are like little bees buzzing around everywhere because there's so much to look at? It also applies to your own home and the toys and craft items and anything that you have for the kids. It can be overwhelming if there's an overabundance of things for them to look at and deal with. That's why it is so important to focus on what their needs actually are and declutter the rest to give some peace in your home. I've found that focusing on open-ended items like blocks and Legos and pretend food and things like that will allow for more creativity for the kids in the space to be able to make up games or stories as they're playing, versus close-ended toys like a little toy that just sings when you play with it. Okay, once you do it once, that's it, it's done. What else do you do with it? Stuff like that will clutter up your home and make your children overwhelmed because it's just taking up more space and it's more for them to take in. But it's not something that they're actually going to want to gravitate towards and play with. It's just something that is going to be annoying and in the way and make noise. I've also found that while rotational bins will work for some families, it did not work for my family because I would put stuff in a rotational bin and bring it out, and the stuff that I brought out, well, they might play with for a couple minutes and then they were over it. They were done. Well, it's because those items were the closed-ended toys. It's new, fun, exciting when I bring it out, but it's not something that they want to continue to engage with. I have also realized that now that my children are getting a little bit older and are in school all day, the amount of toys that we have compared to the amount of time they actually have to play with those toys does not balance. There are so many toys that they couldn't possibly play with all of them in even like the span of a month, just because there's so much. Now you might say, oh no, but my kids, even though they have all these toys, they play with them all. Are they actually playing with them? Or are they just bouncing from one toy to the next and dropping it on the ground as they go? How much quality time are they spending playing with those toys? A minute? 30 seconds? Or are they actually sitting down for half an hour, engaging with those toys? That's the big difference. Okay, so this is going to be her crafting supplies. And I will use this. And she's already told me that she cannot handle having this in her room. We're going to put it downstairs. These are for headbands. This is just kind of random stuff. Okay. So this is going to go downstairs. Get rid of this stuff. This is stuff that needs to go downstairs. I need to find like a bin that will fit on this little shelf. Ideally, I would find just a small basket or bin to sit on this little ledge that she has. She likes to do art at night before she's ready to fall asleep. And then it just ends up all over the bed. So I need to think, oh, we have this basket right here that she has random hair stuff in, but I wonder if I can repurpose that. This basket is just random accessories. I'm just going to combine all of this stuff. I had originally set up trying to micro organize her stuff with like hair clips and hair bows, and she does not function that way. It's just all going to get thrown into one container here. Just accessories, and that's how she functions. She's 7. It's okay. It's taken me a long time to realize that. I'm trying to force her to do something that she's just not going to be able to do. Okay. These like this. That's gross. Okay. Then I could put this well. It's not going to fit fantastically like I hoped. Oh man, it's a little bit too wide. Ugh, that's going to tip right over. Dang it. I thought that would work. So thankfully I keep a stash of little containers on hand. I think she'll appreciate this because she's always concerned that stuff from up here is going to fall. So if we give her a little, oh, look how cute that is. Look how cute that is. It'll fit right in there. Just these little containers to help her keep them here. Little notebook. Just put like pencils in there. Since she is very concerned about having band-aids. Do that. Oh, they're locked together. Okay. Okay, it's not perfect or beautiful, but it's definitely less cluttered now. She really just has like her Lego dots containers there. I put her random extra shoes that aren't downstairs in this little tote. The other one's empty. She just has some art supplies like coloring stuff in there. And then of course those art containers we put up there. Over here, books. This container is like hair accessories. This is like random crap. And yeah, I'm hoping this is a lot easier for her to manage up here.